Welcome back to another, another Olver's Legendary Journeys. Because Ezra is out today, we're going to be running one of those. Um, when we last left off, the party was dusting themselves off, just finishing a major section of this battle that they'd gotten themselves into. Really defending themselves from. And I was going to get rid of those. Wasn't I? No. Yes. The the moment, you guys are dusting yourselves off, Eidolon, how many hit points you got? 4? You're feeling
I
pretty
think,
good.
yeah, 4 hit points.
And Riken
Nope.
is looking down into the wall of fire, trying to see where that dwarf went. As you're sitting there, studying the battlefield, ready for the next strike should the dwarf reappear, suddenly everything goes a little hazy. There's a bit of a flicker, and the world seems to go black. As you find yourselves, for some of you anyways, in a familiar chamber.
What?
Now?
Where are we?
You're standing
Not this
inside
again.
of a temple-like room. There's two raised daises, in the center of the room, and standing on one of them is a unicorn with a fluted horn that is just steadily gazing at you.
Hey, Roykin. What are you doing here? I thought you weren't even allowed to be here.
I don't know what's going on. Is Roy here?
Roy is not here. And neither is Starfall.
Should we be at the same hit points and all that?
No,
Or same
you should be max.
max everything?
Yep.
Like even spells and all that?
Just like you took a long rest.
Okay.
Just take note of it because next
I was going to
week...
say, yeah, I'm going to have
Yeah.
I'm going to have to keep track of what I have for
Yep.
next week.
Take note
Okay.
of where you're currently at because you'll have to return there after this is over.
There's a cheat you can do. It's called screenshot.
Well, when you got like 5 levels of spells, I have to remember.
It's a little hard.
Well, that's what. I got 5
Um,
levels spells.
It's all good. You just take note of how many you have left or how many you've used
Yeah,
up.
I just won't use it on D&D Beyond. I'll just keep track of what we do today.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
On paper. I'll just leave it as it is. And then should I re-roll portents?
Yes, because technically this counts as
A new thing or whatever.
a completely
longer.
separate experience would be the only way I could describe it.
Ooh, baby.
Time and space do not mean the same thing here.
So I have a quick question for you as well. I was in elemental form. Am I in elemental form or am I in Olver form?
You're in
right now?
Olver form.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool beans.
Yeah, it's like like I said, it's just like
Total reset.
a total reset, brand new day situation every
Okay.
time you've come here. Eidolon was beat to pieces, and he looks fine now. The unicorn blows a trilling note on her horn, kind of with a question.
Hi. Yeah, we kind of came in from a really crazy moment. kind of gathering our wits. Hey, fellas, let's we need to follow. I'll step forward.
Hey, Johnny, what'd you send that to me for? Is that just to keep track of it? Right, kid?
You have to unmute yourself.
It's just to keep track of it.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't something I needed to know there. Yeah, feel free to send me screenshots of your pages. I mean, or whatever. It's a good keeping place for it. Okay, so Olver, you step forward.
Yeah.
And she just gazes at you and looks around at notice this is the two new people and blows another questioning note.
Oh, right. Yeah. This big guy here is Roykin, and he's this is the first time he's been here, obviously. And then an old friend of ours, Kai. He's recently rejoined us for a moment, and new experience for him too.
Now, Kai, is your holy symbol in plain sight?
My holy symbol?
Are you marked with any of the symbols of Gond?
Yes, I am. I have most of it in the bag of holding, but
I'm just asking if there is anything showing.
absolutely. So here, I will link this item.
I only need to know a yes or no to that. I don't need any, great
Then yes.
great detail.
Yes.
Okay, so the unicorn looks at Riken, kind of shakes her mane, and then turns towards you and looks at you, and then blows a derisive flat note.
Well, I never.
She turns around and begins walking off of
Fellas,
this dais and along the path towards the larger one.
this is Maliki. She's one of the goddesses, and yeah, let's follow her.
Okay. Did I actually see the? Did it specifically look at me and give that derisive what'd you call it exactly?
A derisive note on her horn.
Yeah.
Her horn is fluted and has holes in it. She can make.
Oh, okay.
She can blow notes, musical notes through it.
Gotcha. Oliver, was that aimed at me?
Looks like, yeah. Not sure why, but
Well, okay. I don't know either. I didn't. I don't think I've had any interactions with her. So. Oh well.
Maybe they don't like other gods.
I mean, there's several of them together. They're all nature gods, though. Here,
Hmm. Well, Gond is not exactly a nature god. But we don't know that she looked at my, symbol, essentially. So.
The unicorn walks up to what appears to be a grass and vine covered bench. And as she approaches it, she shimmers and vanishes. And in her place, a woman appears, and she sits on the bench. You can just make out the white nub of a horn on her forehead.
You seen this one before?
yeah. So this was not Auril. Which one is this?
This is Maliki,
Oh, that's Maliki. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, I see.
her humanoid
She's
form.
seeing her as, yeah. I don't know if we ever actually saw her in the human form, did we?
You did.
Okay, it's a long time ago.
Yep, it was a while ago.
Okay.
She didn't transform the last couple of times.
Yeah. This is Maliki here. This is how she looks when she's not in her unicorn form. Hello, Maliki.
She smiles and nods back. You
I
can see
noticed.
the different thrones are all in attendance.
I noticed that you didn't seem very pleased with our friend here, Kai. Is there something wrong?
She cocks her head to one side like she's thinking about it, and then she just kind of gives a vague shake of her head.
Okay. I mean, now's a good time to maybe introduce yourselves to her, since you've never met her before.
I take a step forward to be at the same distance as Oliver is away from her. So I step forward. Hello, I'm Kai. I've been away for some time, but my my friends appear to have brought me along. Um, are we here to be of service to you?
She shakes her head and then raises one hand and points over at the frozen throne.
Oh, crap.
Oliver?
Oliver actually
What's
says
going
that.
on?
Like, his shoulders just sink like, I knew this was coming sooner or later.
Okay, how do you spell Maliki? I think I'm getting it wrong. Trying to add it to my notes.
It is M-I-E. Well, actually, you know what? Here. I'll just throw it in chat.
Okay, cool.
Then there's no confusion.
What chat did you throw? Oh, you threw it in that chat. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's the majors. Okay.
So as you turn around, Kai, I imagine you turn around to look at the frozen throne.
Yeah, so where is it actually located? I don't see thrones.
It is right here. And they're oversized thrones. All of these gods and goddesses, if you haven't noticed, are large. They're much bigger than you.
Gotcha.
So the frozen throne, as you glance over toward it, you see hoarfrost gather on it. And then that frost creeps up from the ground and begins assembling feet and then legs like a 3D printer. As it's this figure slowly comes into being, moving up the legs, into the nether regions, up into the midsection, forming hips, waist, breasts, shoulders, neck, arms, hands, clawed hands.
So I took a
all
step
made
forward.
out of ice.
I took a step forward in order to get a better view because I'm curious about how this is happening.
And Olver took a step back.
And then
I'm like,
finally
oh,
had,
so amazing. And obviously I'm facing the wrong way, but there we go. So I didn't see where you clicked for some reason, but okay. There we go.
As
so Eidos right there.
Yeah, Eidolon's
He's
right
within
next
melee
to her.
range.
Within reach of the claws.
He's transfixed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he does like ice, so.
Yeah.
Ooh, shiny.
He's sitting there thinking,
Yes.
can I do that?
Yeah.
And is she single?
Chances are yes. I'm not sure why I could definitely say that, but, just seems likely. All right, so as her body finishes forming from the ice, then she begins to move. There's like a crackle, but then her movements become very, very normal for a creature that's made of flesh and blood, even though she is apparently made of ice. She looks around at the group and says, "Oh, well, it seems I must direct you to more chaos upon my very doorstep, mortals."
Very well. How can we help?
If only you had not set all of this madness free in the first place.
What'd you guys
Yep.
do? Over, you fucked up.
I step closer.
Roy, can you remember that the tree with the well, we got the Starfall shaft from? The whole discussion we had about when Alabaster severed that limb and then the whole land went basically dead.
I mean, I could barely remember what I had for breakfast, but I kind of recall.
Remember where an alabaster desecrated the whole Holy Land?
Oh yeah, when Alabaster fucked up. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
That's
That's what this is all about.
Well, you'll have a chance to make it right if you deal with this node quickly. She points towards the center of the grassy area there, and a knot of stone comes up out of the ground, and a glowing white rod staff protrudes from it.
I'll snag it as it pops up.
Okay? You now have the anchor.
Yep.
I look around in confusion. What is she? What's going on?
Well, just to put it quickly, we are going to go and grab some chaos that's been let loose into the world, and we don't know where we're going to go other than it's going to be at her doorstep, she says. We don't know when we're going to go.
That's why I don't have Starfall.
I follow order. What is this chaos you speak of?
It's basically magical chaos that there was a special tree that was anchoring all the chaos into a single area. And, well, the tree was destroyed when we went looking for a special branch. And,
You destroyed a tree of order.
I mean, to be fair, Alabaster was there.
That explains a little bit.
Auril
I mean-
speaks up at this point, and she says, "Or, if you're to believe Talos, they're Talos farts."
This is the first time Olver actually laughs when she says anything.
I turn around and which one spoke? The ice one?
Yeah. Miliki has not spoken a word. the
Okay,
entire
I didn't
time.
think so. I look with utter surprise at a god cracking a joke.
Oh, wait until you meet Talos.
But I don't say anything because I know I'm, speaking to a god. So
I'd
I
like
turn
to-
back to Oliver.
I'd like to point out right now to you, Kai, that these gods are my creation of their personalities, not the authentic one.
Oh, okay. Even still, like I'm not going to question a god. I may laugh lightly, but I'm not going to get in with it. With a
It's like
god.
even though they're not your god, you still know they're gods, you know?
Oh, exactly. Oh, and they also know that I have, a god's talisman or a god's symbol, So I got to be careful because I'm representing my god. So
Auril stands up and walks forward a few paces. The ground around her frosts over and is covered with ice as she does so.
As she's stepping forward,
You feel a
I
chill, Eidolon, as she gets close to you.
I got cold resistance.
It's a good thing. She looks down at you and smiles with her, pointed ice teeth.
Smile back.
And she looks back ahead and she says, "Now be careful, mortals. Where I am sending you is an unforgiving stretch of the world. But the dangers you'll face are not just around you, but with you as well. Be careful what you see, poor cretins. Be careful what you hear, for not everything is what it appears to be."
is there any collaboration you could give on that?
She smiles at you and then says, her smile turns to a frown, and then she says, "Now go, and do not return until you have completed your mission, or have died in the attempt." Everything goes black.
Phone call from my daughter. I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll wait.
Wow, what a woman.
Let's see, where's my other map? There it is. I'll wait to move you until he gets back. So, what you guys like Auril, right? She's awesome. I mean, Eidolon does.
I love Auril.
She's not as bad as the other one.
The Umberly.
Shark Lady. You remember her?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or how about Malar?
You know, I would prefer Malar over these two at the moment, I think. Malar, I mean, he's got his issues for sure, but yeah. He speaks so refined.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and move you guys over to the other map. I just realized he might take a while. So... As your vision swims back to you, you all of a sudden feel a first thing you feel is cold, a deep, chilling cold, and then you feel somewhat of a rocking motion that suddenly becomes more of a violent tossing motion, and you stumble to keep your feet. Everybody gets to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Hey.
Stick the landing.
I assume that those are his throwaways.
I don't know. You should keep that 5.
He forgot to do it earlier. That's fine. He could have just as easily got something good and wasted it. So, all right. So, let me
At a 9.
go ahead and pull up his character sheet and roll for him real quick. So, Eidolon and Kai are both knocked prone. The others of you managed to keep your feet. As the blackness fades away, you find yourself standing on the deck of a ship. in the middle of a white fog shrouded patch of ocean. You can't see very far away. Standing around you, you see a very large minotaur with dual axes coming out of their sheaths, and a few normal humans that are currently moving around the ship, currently moving away from you as you just appeared. A very large-looking ogre, and a black-furred tabaxi. Looks somewhat familiar.
Hey,
Somewhat, or actually?
Well,
Wait,
not exactly the way that you remember him.
Okay.
You recognize the clothing, you recognize the style, but you notice that the white fur that was part of his chin has grown to cover most of his neck and up into his jaw, and that he has patches of white fur in other places as well that you're not familiar with. But his eyes widen as he sees you. And he
Black
says,
Jack.
"Ah, yes, I am Black Jack, and you are."
Well, my name's Olver, and I don't know if you recognize me. We met once.
Over.
It appears maybe a long time ago. It was,
I remember you. You have aged well, my friend.
thank you. Sorry to impose ourselves on in your ship, but we didn't know we were gonna be here, actually.
That makes two of us, then. I recognize this chap. Eidolon, was it, I believe?
Yes.
He
hey,
is. You are looking quite well, considering.
you too.
Yes, quite well.
Why do you think we look good? I mean, we just saw you not too long ago.
I have not seen you in. I think it has been 10 years.
10 years. Nani? I mean, what?
Terribly sorry about that delay.
No problem. So you appear on the deck of a ship. You and Eidolon are tossed to the deck as you suddenly find yourself on an uneven moving surface. So you'll have to get back up. By the way, Eidolon, did you get back up before talking?
Yeah,
or-
yeah. I'd get back up, and then also I'd cast Mage Armor, just to precautionary.
So I get back up as well. Is it okay if I help Eidolon with him getting back up?
I mean,
Well, you both were thrown to the deck, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was trying to get up as well.
I'll help out Kai because you're right next to me.
Okay.
That's fine. The ship is still moving. The sea is not calm. It's kind of a rough. There's a breeze blowing. It is very cold out.
I like it.
Jack says, "Well, you're not dressed for the weather." He indicates furs that cover him from head to foot, more or less. And he says, "We'd best get below." And
We would very much
indicates
appreciate it.
he indicates a doorway and heads downstairs.
All along.
This must be the work of the gods then. Having us help out Blackjack 10 years in the future? So
It is
confusing.
I'm confused. Is the second one is the lower deck?
Yeah, the second
Yeah,
one
the one
is.
double.
There's 3 decks, 3 levels to the ship altogether.
Oh, okay. I see now.
Let's see. Actually, in reality, it should be. We should have gone in this door here, and then back to this room. So, over here.
Wait, which one? Oh,
Way
no.
in the back.
The captain's area back here, yeah.
Just missing Reckon and Eidolon. Okay, there we go.
Okay. As you come inside this area in the back of the ship, he says, I do not have seating for you all, but at least it's warmer here. And you can see there's like a couple lamps and a brazier that are burning to keep the room somewhat warm. It's still cold.
We appreciate this, actually. So, how have you been all these years?
Oh, quite well. Following the events of 15 years ago, I took to sailing and lost my ship for a time due to the treacheries of my 3 first mate, second mate, and third mates. But I eventually was able to reclaim it.
How long was it taken from you?
Oh, it was a year, I believe, or thereabouts. It was a long time ago. You notice that he doesn't quite move as well as he used to.
As spry as he used to be.
Not quite, no.
Does it look like injuries?
You can see
That's
scars as he removes some of his heavier clothing. Yeah, you can see new scars.
Looks like you picked up some mementos along the way.
Oh, haven't we all? Or should have. Strange.
Does he say that looking at us?
Yes, he says that
Okay.
looking at you. A look comes over him as he looks amongst the group and he goes, You look so much like you did back then. I wonder.
He's not the smartest.
Hmm?
I just said he's not the smartest.
No, he's not. My son is like, he's not the smartest. And I'm like, no, he's not.
Well, time seems to have passed rather quickly for us.
But we were sent here to help. I'm wondering what you need help with.
You were sent here to help?
Well, more that we're here to capture something that is causing some chaos in the world, and we're here to take care of that.
I heard reports of a glimmering light out amongst the bergs. And he reaches over and grabs a hold of a piece of parchment and unrolls it, and then turns it so you can see. And down at the bottom, you can see a map. He shows that to you. He goes,
Okay.
It was mentioned that this light was seen at the cape there, where the X is. We are very near to our goal.
What's this goal?
We do not know, but I was paid a handsome amount of gold to figure out if it was dangerous.
Well, if it's what I think it is, it's going to be dangerous.
Then fortunate we are that you are here. Well,
So is there anything you can tell us about the future, or is that going to cause like paradox?
the future?
Well, I mean, like,
I'm not sure what you mean. How can anyone know the future? Would that we could, of course.
In Oilon, you mean going to this light, right? The future? Uh-huh.
yeah. I mean, I'm still a little hazy from our last encounter.
Right. Like, this is the most stilted recovery that I'm trying to make here. um,
Yeah, it looks like we got a bit of an introduction for you too. This is Kai Smith. He is one of our friends. He was not with us when we were in Luskin last.
We have
when we
met before.
You have?
Yes. It was I that gave you a ride out to, well, a certain place. Remember, Kai?
yes, I was very grateful, and it actually saved Ido here. We nearly lost him. In fact, we did for a minute. But that would have been how long ago for you?
It's 15 years ago for all of us.
Ah, yes, 15 years. That's right.
Wait, so you
And
were the captain of that ship in the air,
Oh no!
or were you just on it?
I was aboard that ship.
Oh,
I took him aboard the Queen of Spades out to an island, and then I caught a ride with him on that fabulous airship.
oh, if only it could have been yours.
Such wonders I shall not see again.
well, we don't know what's in store for you, so you might. But I digress. Where is this? Where's this place we might be visiting soon?
It shouldn't
You
be far. We should be reaching it at any time now. Then there's a yell from above. He goes, sounds like we are there. And he gets up and he goes, do you have any cold weather gear? Because you're going to catch your death of cold here.
We do, actually.
Yeah, I got my winter clothes. In fact, I think we're still wearing them because it's still not spring yet, right? It's still winter.
You don't know.
I can't remember what month we're in at the moment.
I mean, you have no idea what season is either. I mean, anyways, he walks. He says, "Excuse me," and walks past you, Kai, and out the door. Back out onto the deck.
is it okay for me to use this one?
Yeah, you can cast that if you want.
So I'm immune to, well, not immune, but the cold is like it's lessened its effects on me.
Yeah, that's fine, but remember that is for 1 hour and it's a concentration spell.
Oh yeah, I can still walk around though, right?
Oh, you could anyways. It's just very cold out there. Anyways, you guys gonna follow him out? If you're wearing your winter gear, you're fine.
Yeah, I've been wearing it. I've been assuming it's been pretty cold still.
Well, you guys did go south quite a ways,
Okay.
so it had definitely started to get warmer.
Yeah.
So you might
We
have
still
heated
would-
up.
All
Okay.
my stuff's in my backpack, and I left my backpack in the tower because you don't really carry that in a battle.
So you don't have your cold weather gear then. I mean, Olver's excuse is that he was shapeshifted and he totally could have had his
Yeah,
backpack
like
on him.
everything. Could have. Don't know if I would have actually done it.
That's up to you.
Not my Eidolon. I would have always had my cold stuff.
I mean, I don't know. I think the warm clothes that he would probably wear would be more things that would wrap around more. But I don't know.
Whatever you want.
We'll say yeah. Just
Can
make
I-
it easy.
Okay, the casting time takes 10 minutes, but could I go ahead and craft them some clothing with that? Essentially, making them some warm weather clothing or cold weather clothing. Sorry.
Yeah. If they don't have it.
Is there anybody in our party currently who does not have cold weather clothing?
Do you have the proper materials to make it out of? It would be the question.
Well, I would be that's my next. I would be asking Blackjack if there was anything on board that was made of cloth material that's water resistant, that's available for purchase.
Nothing besides sailcloth, which he would not want you to use.
Yeah, he wouldn't part with that.
That's water resistant, but there is plenty of cloth, regular cloth.
And I'm assuming the place we're going to is also cold. Quite a bit colder than the sea, even. That's questions directed more towards Blackjack.
I do not know. He looks out past the front of the ship and then walks over to the foredeck and up the stairs to the foredeck so he can see. I see a light ahead. We are going to be there soon. You can see little floating pieces of ice all around.
Yeah, I go ahead and ask Blackjack, what are you willing to trade or allow us to purchase for some fabric materials in order to craft up some clothing, some cold weather clothing?
That's fine. He indicates one of the deckhands. Go and fetch some of the spare blankets for them to use. And the deckhand runs off and grabs... two of them run off and grab a crate and bring it to you.
Okay. So I'm assuming all the party members are joining us on deck to see where we're landing? Or are you guys staying down below?
I'll be coming up.
Yeah.
I don't know if Riken ever went down.
Looking at the ship. Like I said, the ship has got ice encrusting. You know, the railing and stuff. It has obviously been traveling through very cold waters.
And
Riken's puking off the side, man.
oh, that's what Riken's doing. Okay. Um, I will approach Riken real quick and ask him if he's got any cold weather gear. Do you still have any cold weather gear, Riken? Or just what's on your back?
I only have what I'm carrying. Or, yeah, just me and my
Okay.
armor today.
Okay, so I take the offered well, let me rephrase. I offer the exchange of coin to blackjack for a fair trade if it's available. Is that something you're willing to trade for
If you
or
insist
sell?
on buying it, then it is probably worth about 2 gold. It's just
2 gold.
it's
Okay.
just blankets. Yeah.
So if I could get some rope as well, I can utilize this to our advantage.
What sort of rope?
Um, Finer rope if you have it, string if you have it, but finer, smaller rope, not like a mooring line, but more like a maybe a smaller tether line or something.
I'll let you have some of our broken pieces. Hopefully that will suffice.
Sure, absolutely. Um, Once I get all that and I've removed the gold from my inventory, I'll go ahead and go below decks and work on crafting at least
Hard
for
port,
Riken.
burger head.
Oh shit.
And the ship turns to avoid it.
Hopefully I don't fall down the stairs.
And he says, just take what you need. I need to direct. You can see there's a dragonborn at the wheel.
Oh, let's see. That's the deck, and I'm assuming the Altrax scale main would be him. That would make sense. I try not to stand in awe for too long. Oh, I almost lost my character underneath your Ragrox, the tower. He's also a little scary looking.
Yeah, I had lots of fun filling this crew out a while back when I was trying to get the party to go by ship somewhere, but they didn't. They didn't do it.
That's our fault.
Anyways,
Home
Jack
and,
continues
like,
making
you know.
corrections. Sorry,
I go down and craft. How many pieces of gear? I need to know, guys. How many pieces of gear do we need?
I'm
I
good.
need. I'm going to be wearing a set. Riken, you sound like you need a set of cold weather gear.
Oh, really?
Are you immune to cold, essentially,
Who?
Riken?
No, but I'm in full plate, so it's like heavily padded and whatnot. I just, more than
Oh,
anything,
okay.
I can't really wear clothes underneath this. More than anything, I just need a heavy cloak.
Gotcha. Okay, I can definitely craft that. And then, Olver, are you good as well? You have your whole pack, you said?
Yeah, I would have my whole pack because, and I'm just thinking about this, I would have my spell components that I need, and so they'd be in my backpack. And since we've been moving around a lot, not knowing where we're going to be, I would have change of clothes. But yeah.
Okay. So I have no problem casting this and doing any of the work because I don't know about any of the issues you guys have run into in the past with regard to these travels. So I do everything like I normally would, and I try and fabricate the clothing, the cloak for Riken, and then the clothing for me. It sounds like everyone else is pretty well set. So
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So I'm down.
the ship continues to approach as you fabricate the needed clothing. So everybody has cold weather gear now, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's all I need to know.
I'm back. There you go, Riken. You have cold weather gear.
I would tell Blackjack to not get too close to the anomaly.
Well,
Can we see the anomaly?
when you tell him that, he's like he says, "Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to get too close. The ice is thicker there. There appears to be something stuck amongst the ice." He points.
Can I see?
There's a flashing light, but when it strobes down, you can see something. Make a perception check.
Okay. Ugh.
Yeah, nope.
Wind in the eyes is too windy. My eyes are
Wind,
watering.
The wind, the fog, the flashing light, the light off of the ice just all serves to blind you to
take your
whatever
word
it
for
is. There's a shape over there. You don't know what.
Wiping frozen tears out of my eyes.
The ship slows considerably as it gets closer.
Oh, by the way, as we're out here, just so you know, I'm looking for any kind of marine life or animal life. Just throwing that out there.
Sure, but you ain't seen anything, right? So far.
I'm just throwing it out there.
So what do we see?
You see kind of a hodgepodge of different sheets of ice that are floating on top of the water as the ship gets closer. And as it gets close enough, Jack says, "That's a ship."
Ship.
Far away is it?
Frozen in the ice. He says, "I don't think we can get any closer in this ship. You may want to take a rowboat." He looks up at the sky. He says, "There's gonna be a blow pretty soon. Any minute now, I can hear it coming. Batten down the sails!" So the crew begins tying off the sails, and they lower dual anchors to anchor the ship.
Is it time enough to get over to the ice over there?
Oh, there might be enough time to get over there by rowboat.
Well, fellas, came here to do a job. Sooner the better. That's what we were told.
All right.
Can
Anyone
we have
know
some
how to
help
use
getting
a
the
rowboat?
down?
What's that?
I was asking if anybody could help us. The rowboat lowered and
Oh yeah, the
Ready.
deckhands will help you with that.
okay. And I don't you ask a question?
I'll just. Does anyone know how to row a boat?
How hard can it be?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's a knoll. I forgot.
Well, I understand the physics of it. What is going on with that?
I took a girl on a date in a rowboat once.
Did it capsize?
No, but like my end was definitely a lot lower.
So we got to balance it. Okay.
So you,
Riken, you
Riken's
sit in the
middle.
front.
In the front?
Well, we can all sit in the back. He can sit in the front.
Alright, as soon as we can, we'll get into the boat. At least I will.
the wind begins to
Yes.
blow up at the top of the mast. You can see things catch in it every once in a while, but it doesn't really lower down come down all the way to the surface of the ocean. So the ocean stays somewhat still.
Okay.
But that threat is above there. And so you get in the rowboat and row yourselves over to the ice. It's a turbulent experience, especially since most of you haven't really been on the ocean before, and the larger rolling waves. But you notice that they calm as the closer you get to this ice patch, and although the ice is still moving, it's not diving too much. The passages in the ice eventually get too choked for you to get any closer, though. And you find yourselves looking at this. You can see a ship, a small one, with that glimmering light, kind of a iridescent, sparkling light.
Okay, so I take it we can't maneuver ourselves through the water and around the ice.
The rowboat isn't going to be able to go any further.
Okay.
Well,
That's some better spells.
I mean, I do have spells that could help with this, but I don't want to waste them. I could destroy the water, which could move the ice out of the way, but I don't feel like it would be very beneficial, and it would take us far too much time. Riken's already out of the boat. Okay, we are moving.
Yeah, I've got nothing really either. How stable is the ice as soon as Riken gets on it?
It moves a little bit, but it looks like it's actually just what you're looking at is just a piece of the ice that's above water.
Okay.
So it's like a larger chunk underneath.
Right, and that's the reason why you can't move forward with the ship.
Gotcha. No, that spell wouldn't have done anything to this for sure. My character's so tiny.
Yeah, well, I asked you to give me another one.
I don't know what to pick. There's so many options. Let's see.
Okay, so you jump onto the ice. Like I said, it moves a little bit, but not too much. You get the feeling this is more like a, one piece of iceberg with several pieces above. And the wind is still kind of howling, but it's not not down low enough to do anything to you yet. It's still bitterly cold.
I have a question for this area that we're in. Does Olver get a sense of how natural or unnatural anything is here?
Oh, well, you feel like there's something very unnatural over at the ship,
Okay.
but that's it. That's the only thing that seems unnatural here.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. Sorry, Riken, go ahead.
I was gonna ask Kai to move aside so I can get a running start.
I can definitely do that.
And I'll
Oh.
I'll run my 10 feet to get my 18 feet of jumping. And I have both hand axes equipped. I'm pretty sure I can clear it. And I'm wearing spurs, just so you know. I was right.
He's like, so I don't slide off the other side.
Zing!
Yeah. I'll do my best to land in the middle, too, so I'm jumping 15 feet.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
So you land. There's a little bit of movement in the ice, but not a lot. It's you slide a little bit, but you catch yourself. sliding to a stop before you go off to the other side.
Well, I think I'm funny, so.
Well, shoot.
Hey, Riken, is it safe over there?
I mean, it's more solid than the boat.
Hmm. Hey, Ido, can you make ice?
Just ice like the water. I don't,
Would that freeze it?
No.
Oh.
it's
Well, it is
Any-
salt water, so.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
guessing
cannot.
it's salt water. I'm sorry. I don't even know if it's fresh water or salt water, so.
You are indeed in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
The tang of
Well-
salt water is all around you.
How far do I have to fall for Featherfall to kick in? Let's see.
So the rest of the party hangs back, Riken, examining the situation, analyzing the best way to jump across.
Yeah, Roykin, if you got a rope, or if you don't have one, I've got one.
I've got nothing.
Maybe if we use this rope, we might be able to prevent us from getting to the water too badly.
Swim across. What are you talking about?
It's ice water.
Swim across.
I don't have to swim. I know how to jump.
I don't know if my jump is fun.
It's pretty cold. I don't know if I'd get in the water. Common sense, you know. If you got it, I guess.
I mean, I can technically do it if I wild shape. I'll be fine, but it doesn't help anybody else.
I mean, I got something that could be selfish. Which I
Your
think I'll just do.
teleportation.
Oh yeah, I could either teleport or just haste myself.
How far
Haste
can
would
you
only
teleport?
30 feet.
Oh, it's not very far.
No. But I'd basically just waste all my level 2 spells.
Just have Kai turn the boat into a bridge or a piece of plywood.
I mean, technically I can. There's another 4th level spell slot that I would use, but DM's rolling. Run!
Yeah, I know.
I'm just gonna go ahead and try it.
So running
Yeah.
jump, jump. You
hold
get
on,
your
hold
strength.
on. Guidance on whoever's gonna, just one at a time. I'm gonna cast guidance. All right, so let's do that.
So if it's longer than your strength, that's when you're gonna have to roll an athletics check.
First one gets a +2. So whoever
I
wants
know
to
you want to go.
first.
Or you want me to go.
You go first.
Okay, I'll try and go. I'm gonna get my running start by backing up. I'm also gonna ask Oliver if like it looks like it's closer over here. So do you mind if I go? There we go.
All goes.
And then okay, so what was the you said athletics check? Or I'm sorry, Ben.
If
go
it's
ahead.
greater than your strength score, then I believe it would be an athletics check. 'Cause
Strength is
athletics has
17.
usually long distances.
Athletics is a +3. Strength is a +3. So
Oh no, so what's your strength? Like 12?
17.
17, so with a 10-foot running start, you can jump 17 feet.
oh, okay.
Or up to 17 feet.
Yeah.
So 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I would make it, but barely.
Yeah.
It's like a 10-foot jump, man. It'd be good.
Oh, is it only 10 feet?
Yeah, it's only like 10 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna run and jump. Do I? You said you need me to roll for athletics?
No.
Oh,
No-
okay.
No rolls.
Well, okay, no rolls. Go, 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 go. Ah, yay, I made it. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna step out of the way, but I'm gonna be like right here trying to help people as they land.
On ice.
So if they fall, we both fall. So
Oh, you said we don't have to roll the jump over?
No, I'm not forcing rolls on this. So.
Okay.
He's
Jump.
like, please just get there.
All right, then I can jump 10 feet because I literally have a
Roll
attack.
less, not more. If you can jump the distance, you can jump it.
Okay.
Bam. Oh, this one looks dangerous.
But you do have to declare what you're doing, you know. So, just so you know.
I want to jump to the big one. Jump.
Declaring my movement now after the fact.
Uh-oh,
Okay.
he rolled again. Why are you rolling?
I'm going to jump across as well.
How dare you do DM things?
I'm about to jump this one. All right. Jumping. That's 15. So should be
All right.
good.
As you guys land on this larger chunk, you can see clearly now there's a glimmering light from the broken hole of the ship there that's frozen in the ice. Riken, are you jumping across here too? Or are you staying there?
Jump
Okay.
this way first, go down, and then.
Well, before you get a chance to do that, there's a ripple in the water in front of you, Eidolon,
Oh no.
and a beautiful young woman pops her head up.
Look away!
Oh,
Hey, don't look! Remember what Auril
she may
said.
need our help.
No!
Wait, who? What said?
The goddess.
What's up, baby?
What'd she say?
Beware what you see and hear.
And she
I'm going to plug my ears.
looks.
Okay, I won't look that long.
looks
5 seconds tops.
She looks at the group and smiles, and then begins to sing.
Plug in my ears. Plug your ears.
Her song is hypnotizing, and
But she's so beautiful.
Riken,
La, 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 la,
what
la,
is
la.
Riken jumping back?
Well, you said before I can do that, so I didn't know
No,
if it was
before you can jump to the next one.
Gotcha.
So she begins to sing, and like I said, it's kind of a lilting melody that catches your attention and draws you in. I need each one of you to make a charisma saving throw. Olver, you can have advantage.
Okay.
That's what I'll allow you. You
Oh
don't
my
have
goodness.
You don't actually have anything to cork your ears, so
Well, my fingers. But yeah,
Oh,
that'll help because I have a -1 modifier for charisma saves.
rough.
it's
This
unfortunate.
could be really bad. Holy crap.
Oh,
Failed
yes.
miserably.
I thought I had it bad. Damn.
Advantage with
You missed your
-3.
ears. You plus your eyes.
That has to be
Wow.
eyes.
She said be careful what you see first, so I went for the eyes.
You just panicked. You panicked. You're trying to close both your eyes and ears, but then you just end up poking your own eyes. You do 1 hit point of
Not
damage.
cool.
Yeah, he's a different kind of
It's
intelligence.
so pretty. I walk forward.
No, you don't. You're actually
Oh, I don't?
stunned. Yep.
Oh, okay.
You
All
are
right.
Oh.
you are all stunned.
All of us?
All of you.
Damn.
Dang.
And
Even the 18s.
she
Damn.
she continues to sing. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Go.
Huzzah.
I know there's a button. What's the freaking button? There it is. I found it. Oliver with a 19. Huh.
Yeah, where was that when I was trying to make my charisma save?
I was gonna say, I think
It,
you're.
it wouldn't have mattered. Nothing. I don't think anything I could have done would have mattered unless the DC was 19.
Right.
Okay.
Ben rolls a 20. He might not have had the token selected though.
Oh, I did. But
Does it not work like that for you?
I don't have beyond 20 for these monsters.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Which, if you're smart, will tell you something about them.
Homebrew.
All right.
It
So,
tells me they're temporary. Shall be murdered.
I did not. I did not bring them to that.
Long-term existence.
Yep. 10, 15. 20, 30, 35, 40. So you're kind of frozen and you don't even know what's going on at the moment. Let's see, so that one is gonna slither out of the onto the ice. And I don't know whether or not anybody can see this direction. Can anybody see this direction? Which way? You're probably looking towards her, the other one, right? So you might
'cause
not
we
even
saw her
see
first.
this happen. So, but something attempts to grab you. And Kai, you do get to make an athletics check, but with disadvantage.
Okay. How do I do with disadvantage?
Just roll it twice.
Is that an option? Oh, roll
You
it
could
twice.
just do
Okay.
twice, or I think it's shift.
Shift or
Either
alt.
shift or control, alt,
Or
yeah, something like that.
control,
For you said athletics?
Yes.
Okay. All right, there's one. And here's two.
All right. So she does manage to grapple you, and she pulls you into the water.
Does that wake me up from the stupor?
It immediately breaks it. Yes. The shock of the cold immediately breaks the stupor that you're currently in. However, you are grappled and underwater. About 5 feet underwater.
Damn, that pulled me under quick.
All right.
Well, good thing my armor's light.
Let's see. Then this one. So now you can see this other one next to you too is in the water currently. She is going to swim forward and then slither up onto the ice to try to grab a hold of Olver.
Nope.
You also get disadvantage to your athletics roll because you are stunned, and that's the best I'm going to give you. Technically, I think I could just succeed, but I'm being nice.
Well, let's be honest. I'm probably going to fail.
Yep.
Oh. Yep.
3.
Yep.
So, yep, she grabs hold of you, pulls you back, dunks you in the water.
Ka-thunk. And I'm out of my stupor.
Yep, you're out of your stupor now. And then the one that is singing continues to sing. Right? No, that's a different one. I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay. That one is going to stay hidden for the time being. This one is going to continue singing, and now it is Olver's turn.
Okay. So I'm in the water, so immediately wild shape into Hunter Shark.
Okay.
So I don't know if this. I mean, am I grappled as a swimming creature? I don't know how that works.
It doesn't break the grapple, no.
Okay, so that's fine. I can still. I'm not restrained though,
Nope.
right?
You're not restrained. She just meant to pull you into the water.
Okay, so I now have blind sight, so I can
How far?
going on underwater, 30 feet
Um,
with a passive perception of 18. I
So
don't know if
you
that
can
makes a
you can
difference.
only see the ones that you can see still. So
Yeah, I can't. But I know that the other one's out there though, at least because I saw it, right? Or is that one hidden out
no,
front?
you don't know anything about just the three.
Oh,
Just the three that are visible to you.
okay. So I know the one that's further south is there though.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that's the one that was singing to you.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. So I have this is the first time using this, so and I've never been in a situation to be in water really. Has advantage on melee attack rolls against any creature that doesn't have all its hit points. So okay, that doesn't help.
Nope.
And so I just bite, and I get 1 bite attack. 26.
That's a crit. That hits.
Oh yeah. And let's roll some damage. 15, and then we're doubling the dice,
Yeah.
right? So that would be 22, 26, I think.
I mean,
All right.
it's 11 times 2 is
11,
22.
Yeah. So, yeah. 11 times 2, 22 plus 4,
26.
26. Yeah, I was right. Okay.
So you bite ferociously into this creature that's grabbed a hold of you, tearing away, and you feel blood hit the water, and you've done significant damage to the creature. You realize that it seems humanoid, but it has the tail of a fish
Okay.
or a serpent. You're not entirely sure. Something along those lines. Done?
Okay. Yes, because I didn't break the grapple, so yeah.
Okay. And then Kai, your turn.
Okay, as I am 5 feet underwater, I am still grappled.
Yep.
I'm going to try to break the grapple. So I think it would be unarmed strike to attempt to break grapple. Is that right? Or is that an athletics check?
Pretty sure that's just athletics again. Let me double check to
Okay.
make sure I don't get it wrong. You know me, I just look things up. I don't remember anything. Well,
So I don't think I can.
partially
Go ahead.
it's just that I tend to remember things from previous editions too, so I don't trust myself. Where is it? Doesn't help, doesn't help, doesn't help. Ranged, melee, opportunity to grappling. There we go. So, yeah, it's just a contested athletics check or dexterity. The target chooses the ability to use.
So dexterity is a 12, and athletics is just a +3. Dexterity is the 12. Well, let's try athletics. I'm still trying.
Actually, you're not.
Oh, thank God.
So
Wow.
you managed to break the grapple. That does use your action to do it. So
Okay, and then as my bonus action, I cast Spiritual Weapon.
okay.
Will I have recovered enough oxygen to be able to think clearly for a second?
You didn't lose any oxygen. You can hold your breath, for 1 minute plus 1 minute for every Constitution modifier you have.
Okay, I thought the athletics was to decide what my reaction, like if I was able to get breath before or not. But I understand. I'm gonna try and cast spiritual weapon.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm pulling it up.
Okay,
Where are you going to put it?
in her guts.
Yeah, it has to start out in an unoccupied space.
Damn, dude.
Okay, so above her because it can't go in the water until it's completely summoned. If that's what you mean by occupied and
No, you
unoccupied
can't.
space.
I mean, it can't appear where there's a creature. It can appear in the water.
Okay, so I would put it between me and her. So like right on top of me, but I can't really display that very well. Because I already used my action.
It can't
so-
occupy your space or her space. It has to occupy its own space. And
Okay, well then
but
on the other side where you put it, it looks good.
space can be moved through, given certain circumstances. But other than that,
Okay. So with that, it does give me, let's see, does it give me the attack on the first for the bonus action? Or do I have to wait a rotation to actually use it?
I believe you get to attack with it. I'm just operating off of memory here, though. You want me to look?
Well, I like your memory. So being used as a bonus action, it says when you cast your spell, you can make a melee spell attack with against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. So yeah, I should be able to make it.
Yeah, and then after that, you have to use your bonus action to continue attacking it.
Oh, did I just? I cast it twice. I'm sorry.
We'll just uncheck the box. Anyways.
Uncheck the box?
Oh, you mean that? Well, if it used up the spell slot when you press the button, yeah.
Oh, no. Good.
So make your attack, or well, I guess that is your attack there. 12. So 12.
Yeah, I don't know what her DC is, so
is not going to hit.
Not going to hit, so I don't have to worry about damage. Okay, that ends my turn.
Okay. Idle on. You are currently stunned.
Am I stunned?
Yes.
So nothing then.
You can go ahead and make another saving throw.
What is it? Charisma?
Charisma, yep. Because you're all good at that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, see? I think that was my exact same roll. Check. Yeah, I got a 5. Oh my god, the same exact roll. I don't want to waste my portents. Okay, that's my turn. I stare at her like a dumb simp. Just, oh wow, she's so pretty. Her voice so pretty. And that's my turn.
Okay. Riken, you're up. You are also stunned. Charisma save 18 is a failure. So you are still stunned.
Oh, that's right, because we'd had 18s before and we were still stunned. Oh, that's
No,
it's rough. That's a hard.
It's a DC 20.
DC 20.
I mean,
so basically, the advantage you gave me, there was no chance for me ever.
Because you have a -1, you said, right?
well,
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
10, 15.
So it's like you had to take damage. Just to break it.
Well, not damage, but shock from the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a shock.
I don't think we've taken any official damage yet.
Oh, that's true. I think you might, though, depending on how long you stay in there. Unless
I'm
you're,
sure.
a shark. Like standing in fire or something.
Right. Well, and my spell, because of the concentration, the spell I had going on to neutralize the cold immediately fell off. So
Is that concentration?
it was concentration for up to an hour.
Shit. Dang. Well, you could roll your Constitution saving throw to see if you regain it or not. Or I don't think it's a saving throw.
When I got the charisma stun from the song, it went away. So I wouldn't have had it at that point anyway.
Oh, true.
All right, the creature is going to attempt to rake you with its claws, and it misses.
Who's being attacked? Am I being attacked?
Yeah, you, Kai, you are being attacked.
Okay.
She rakes her claws at you, but they scrape across your armor. You find yourself the canal you're in isn't actually that deep. It's kind of like a canal, it's got ice on the bottom too.
Oh, nice. So nice and slippery.
Yeah. So she attempted to claw you, but that was it. The other one, the one that you mangled a little bit over, she is going to attempt to swim away. 5, 10. You'll get
Opportunity attack.
Yep. Opportunity attack. Yep. She lets go of you and attempts to run.
24. Oh my goodness, that's such a good roll.
Yep.
I'm chomping off the legs.
Only a 9. Oh, I get advantage too. Let me roll the advantage on that because I got blood frenzy. Okay. Just in case I get a crit.
He's hungry.
Nope.
Oof,
Okay.
so close.
I am. Hey, as a shark, I haven't eaten yet.
Oh yeah, setting the stuns. Nice.
And she goes outside of your detection range.
Okay.
Wow, she's got some fast movement underwater.
Yep.
Oh, by the way, I am actually large size too, so how do I fit in this canal?
Careful.
Shark's just like.
Now you try.
I mean, where you are is,
Not bad.
Yeah,
I hope.
You're feeling kind of cramped. You must be facing towards the direction that she went as well. So good luck turning around easily.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, you can do it. Sharks can turn around on a dime. All right.
I got plenty of movement too, so.
This one is that one. She is going to. She climbs up on the ice, so becomes visible to those of you that can see her. And she begins singing as well. Then the other one is going to duck under the water and disappear.
Does Oliver still see her?
No,
Or
I
smell her?
couldn't see her. She wasn't in my range. I just knew where she was before I went under the water.
Oh, okay.
So as far as I know, she's still there.
And now it's your turn, Olver.
Okay, so I am going to turn around and attempt to help Kai.
He's in your way.
Oh, yes, you're right, he is.
So now I'm just terrified that there's a shark coming.
A really big shark.
All right, well, then I'm going to go after the direction that the other one went.
Okay, you swim down, and you can sense the ship. You sense a blood trail that goes off into the ocean towards the south, past the ship.
Past the ship. Do I sense the other one that was close by? That was in this area.
Nope, not from where you are.
Okay. Come over to here. Guess I can't. I don't know if I can go through here or not as a shark.
You could go south a little ways, but yeah, it's gonna be too
Not
tight
far.
for it to continue. You can't get through there without going up out of the water.
which, yeah, I won't be able to breathe. All right, so we'll just say,
These are just channels, and there's ice underneath everywhere. So
okay, I'll just end my turn right here and wait for anything coming
okay,
or anything I can sense.
Kai, you're up.
Okay. I know that she's still like really closely engaged with me, so
She's
I'm.
hanging on to you still. You're still grappled.
Oh, I am still grappled. Okay, because
Yes.
she had clawed me earlier. I wasn't
Well,
sure.
she can claw you
Um.
while hanging on to you. So
Okay. Um.
just like you can attack her while she's hanging onto you, she can attack you.
I thought didn't you break the grapple last turn?
Oh yeah, he did actually. My bad. So no,
I
she's not hanging on to you, but I mean, you can still hit
She's
each other.
close, but yeah. So because I know how close she is, that I know that me trying to get out of the water will give like essentially it'd be stupid to run away from somebody at this close of a range. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame in a hopes of making her be dissuaded
Now,
from that.
I didn't ask on the spiritual weapon, and I probably should have, huh? But does this require a verbal component?
Uh, doesn't look like it. Its casting time is one action. Its duration is instantaneous.
Does it say
Oh,
VSM?
it
You
says
can plus it.
VS.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
That
verbal.
means it's verbal and
verbal,
somatic.
which is hand motions, is somatic. So it does require a verbal component. You are underwater. If you choose to cast this spell, it will use up some of your air. So the last spell that you cast will say that you realize that because you used up air to cast the spell, and that
Oh,
will
okay.
decrease the number of minutes that you can stay underwater by one.
Okay, because I thought you said it was shallow, so I thought I was able to stand up.
You cannot stand. It's too deep to stand.
Oh, okay, but it's shallow enough I could probably see the bottom, but not like reach it.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so in that case, I am going to not take that action, and I'm going to try to like get to the surface. So that takes an action, right? Or does it take like an athletics
It's
or something like
just
that?
movement, and yeah, it's just movement.
Okay. And
There's nothing
then
especially difficult about it.
I know that it like presents my side to her, but I'm going to try and get up on the water, get up on the water on the ice right here.
Okay, getting up out of the water requires the same as raising yourself from a prone position. So it uses half of your movement to stand.
Okay. Does it put me at like a target or attack of opportunity for her?
Not yet, no.
Okay. Once I'm
Well,
once
actually,
I'm
no, because well, yeah, you are leaving her threat range. So yes, it does give her an attack of
yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah. I figured that would be the case, but I had to take the risk because I need to breathe.
So that's going to be 22.
22. Um I have an armor class of 22.
So meets beats. So you're going to take, let's see, what is it? 2d6. So you take 7 points of slashing damage from her claws as you flee.
7 points. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. And then let's see. Let's do. Wait, this is the. Which way is the right way to edit it? I think it's right here. It should be 54. There we go. I still have. You said it takes half my movement, so that's not a full action, right?
It doesn't use an action at all. It uses half of your movement.
Oh, just half my movement. Okay. In that case, I will have my weapon attack.
With your bonus action? You're talking about your
Well,
spiritual weapon?
yeah, is that only a bonus action? It's not a primary action?
It just uses a bonus action to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, now since I'm not casting it, can I use the bonus action after casting a spell?
Yes? You're not casting a
Okay.
spell to use it. It's just commanding
You're
you to
using
attack.
you're using your bonus action to attack with it.
Can I cast Searing Smite on my Sacred or not my Sacred Flame? Can I cast Searing Smite on my I don't think you can, so this is kind of a joke, but
No.
spiritual weapon?
I do not believe so.
Because it's
It should
not
say,
like a
it has to say a weapon, right?
it does say a
On.
weapon, but my weapon
Is your
is
spiritual weapon considered a weapon?
It's
I don't
not
know.
currently
I
touching him, though, either. So, generally speaking, the spell is intended to have the holy power imbued upon it by touch.
right. That is true. That is true.
You could always move it up. I mean, you got 30 feet of movement. You can always move it up and see what happens. See if it does work. But
If the weapon moves up to where he can touch it, it's not going to be in range of the creature.
It's got to be within 5 feet of the
He's
creature.
currently not in range of hitting her. She's underwater far enough.
He's
that
underwater.
He can't hit her.
But the what is it to move it? It's just you just get a free movement on the spiritual weapon for 3
Yeah,
feet.
you can just move it.
At 30 feet.
You can
yeah.
move it up to yourself and then back down to her. But that doesn't mean that it's going to work, what you're planning to do. But I'm just saying, if you want to find out, there's an option.
I think I'll actually take another. These are 5-foot squares, right?
Yeah.
So I'll take that movement in towards the ice, and I'll actually create. Not going to create anything. 1 second, sorry. I'm just going to use the spiritual weapon as the bonus action for the attack.
Smite cannot be used on a spiritual weapon, anyways.
Okay.
Definitive answer from rules.
Gotcha.
Because it's considered a melee spell attack and not a melee weapon attack.
Oh,
Makes sense.
interesting.
Get all technical here.
You're like, I will fix this. This is not a problem.
It doesn't make sense that it can, so that's the way I would rule
Yeah,
anyways.
I didn't think it would be. Yeah, I didn't think it would be really fair, but I figured I would check. It's not the elemental weapon. Immolate has to be touch. I could destroy water. That would be funny. Firebolt's not going to work in water, so I'll just do my bonus action. Oh, can I? Is there a spell for getting somebody stunned? There should be, right? Can healing?
Is it restoration? Maybe.
It might cure stunned. I don't remember.
I think it cures status effects, right? And isn't
does
stun
some
considered
things.
a status effect?
Let me check. I have that in my spell lists. Greater
don't
Restoration
think
does one effect that charmed or petrified a target, curses, reduction to ability scores, and yours reduction of hit point maximums. That's Greater Restoration. Lesser, I don't know if that does that.
I don't have any restoration. No restoration. Sorry.
It's good. Just you can do your thing.
Yeah, I'll just have to do my bonus action. I can't pull somebody out of it without getting close to them. So I'll use my bonus action. We got a 26 to hit.
That's a crit.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
That hits. That's a crit.
Okay. All right. There's the damage. For crits, is there anything special about them, or is it just a critic?
It'll double
like
the
you actually
dice.
hit them?
Just roll.
Double the dice
Oh.
roll.
So
So it you rolled a 6, so that's 12 plus 2, which is 14.
Gotcha. That's cool.
Yeah, if you hover over the damage, it shows you what you rolled.
So yeah, that hopefully that does something to dissuade them from coming back up to the surface, but you never know.
okay. So anything else? Or are you done?
I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. Idle on your turn. You're still
I'm
stunned.
still stunned.
You still get to roll.
So now I'm thinking, should I roll it or just portent out of it? Let's let fate decide.
It's DC 20, man. Up to you.
Yeah! Yes.
So you break free.
19.
And since you broke free on your own, you shake it off and realize that it's a magic effect, how the magic effect works, and you are protected from it for the next 24 hours.
Hey. Screw you, hotties. But that's my turn, right? Because I had to do that at the end of my turn. Or is it the beginning?
At the end of each of its turns. So yeah, that's the end of your turn.
Okay. Well, at least I'm free.
He's free. He's free. And you're immune.
I'll shake it off and kind of survey the area, see what's happening.
It's going to be Riken's turn. You could portent him.
I'm sorry, I didn't read all that one before I put it up there. My bad.
Riken, do you want to let fate decide? Whoa, that's fate right there. That's exactly what you needed too.
Nice.
You needed the 20.
Yeah, your
Damn,
point would have
dude.
saved him.
Oh yeah, that's true.
18,
Because
and he's got a +0, so yeah.
that's true. It wouldn't have worked anyway. I could have given him the 1.
Well, the nat 20 is enough to break free on his own, so he is now free. And immune.
I have the power of God and anime on my side.
At the end of your at the end of your turn, of course, is when that occurs, so you are also done. Back to critters.
Kai, that Harry Potter thing.
Yeah, that's funny.
Holy
It's-
shit.
It's not as
That'd
funny
be-
as the first one, but I couldn't keep the first one because it's not supposed to be seen on stream. It's
That's
not
funny.
appropriate.
Oh well, the stream doesn't include Discord, so.
Oh, okay.
So you
cool.
Discord, you're fine. You can put anything you want on there.
Just not on the Roll20.
Just not on the Roll20. Yep.
Watcha.
All right. So that creature flees to the north there. And then where's this one? That one, okay. This one still continues singing. So Kai, Make another
Yar.
charisma saving throw.
Charisma.
Come on. Hey.
You makes
Nice.
it. You save. So, seeing that her song failed, she dips out into the ocean.
You have no power here.
And then Riken, right in front of you, you see one raise her head and look at you, realize you are not under a spell anymore, and immediately go back underwater.
Good choice.
Riken gets no turns to kill anything.
I would have had my reaction. She would have died if she got any closer.
All right, and I believe with that we can go ahead and end combat. They will not return. So, and I highly doubt you're gonna chase after them. So,
Yeah.
Not in the water. That shit's
Exactly.
cold.
I could definitely chase after them, but
by yourself,
by myself. And
Oliver's second adventure within the adventure.
All right, so combat's clear.
I'm jumping over.
Are clear to proceed.
Jump.
I'm,
here, I'll come over and help out. You can step on me.
you
I'll
could
be
have
your
done this
bridge.
all along.
Can you see how if you ran into those with other monsters, they'd be nasty?
Oh yeah.
So I didn't want. It would have been a really long fight though, and we don't we don't want to do
Since
that.
since Olver's still underwater, I tell Ido and Riken, "Hey guys, couldn't he have done this all along?"
Well, that's over for you.
It's kind of a narrow spot there, Olver. You're squirming
Yeah,
to get through
it's-
there.
I'm meaning to go up over. Well, trying to get right. That's fine. I was trying to be a bridge. That's all.
He was like, "Oh, now I'll be
Step on the
helpful."
giant shark.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, yeah.
Don't mind my teeth.
Instinct takes over now.
Yeah.
He hasn't had that meal from the blood.
Oh no, I cut my hand. I'm bleeding. Oliver's eyes just go black.
So as you approach the ship, you can see that there's indeed a chaos node down in the bottom of the ship, and it's not a very big one compared to what you've run into before, but it is a chaos node.
I will wild shape.
Oh.
I'll end my wild shape because I've got the staff and.
Yeah.
It's
I'll say, like,
been melded
I
with my
remember-
phone, so.
This is the thing we're after. But
Do you still have the
usually-
staff?
Yeah, I grabbed it originally and then I wild shaped and all stuff goes into the form.
Except for the
Unless
anchor.
you got some. What's that?
Except for the anchor, it can't.
Oh, well then it is sitting on top of the ice.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it'd be down
No,
below.
it'd be
It's way down there.
Go get it.
way to go.
Alright, I go get it and then,
Go back.
and then I bring it back in my teeth.
So you just learned a very important
Who's-
lesson. The anchor
who's gonna
will
reach in
not
there?
be the anchor cannot be changed. You cannot alter it in any way.
Well, because isn't it an
Interesting.
anchor in time and space? Like it is
Exactly.
its own thing.
You are not changing it. Like you have no effect to it. So I didn't.
Who's
I didn't
gonna grab
mention
it
that
from
'cause I
Oliver's
forgot,
teeth?
but it wouldn't have mattered. You, as a shark, you wouldn't have been paying attention to it anyways.
I mean, probably not in the heat of the moment, but I still have my intelligence. and all
You
of
would
that.
have realized that it sunk to the bottom though. So we'll say you just went back and picked it up.
But you would have been in the heat of combat, so it would have been. It makes
Yeah.
sense.
And there was
Story
blood in
would.
the water shortly after.
So,
Alright, so I will.
Reagan,
wild
are
shape-
you-
or, man, not wild shape. I would get out of my wild
Who
shape.
wants to
on
subdue
land.
the node? That's the question.
Well, I will go ahead and do it.
As a shark.
No, I said I dropped my wild shape
Oh, okay.
and got back onto the ice. So
Okay.
I just have to change my shape, my size. But
are you gonna do like a free Willy moment where you kind of like jump up out of the ice and then wild shape back?
it's just You know what? Style points. I'm gonna do that. Let's roll for it. Just
Get a
because
little
it's funny.
swimming head start and breach the water.
Nat 1, you crash into the ice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I do have the right token.
What is that?
What is that?
What do you mean? Oh, for changing the.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have shark or anything like
No,
that.
you
I have
don't.
nothing swimming or flying. I don't think.
Have to update it at some point.
Yeah. Can you do that, or is that something Xander has to do?
No, I can do it.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I've got some things to give to you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I know how to do it now. So I didn't know how to do it back then, but he showed me how. He's a smart boy. And he has
17. I come out of the water, free willy it, and then I change back into Olver.
okay.
I don't know. Style.
Nope,
All
you
right.
needed a 20.
Slides
Needed
to
a
a stop.
And I slide back down to the water and
And now you are very wet
and very cold.
and very cold.
So is Kai.
To be fair, the water that you were in was so cold that, I mean, as a tiger shark, you would have probably been in bad shape pretty quick, anyways. Because they're not meant for water that's cold. So
I'll create a
I
bonfire.
got something for that, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go in. Where's this? I'm just gonna go reach the node
since you are
wherever it's at.
since you are wet in this temperature, you would take.
I'm casting fire shield if it's a problem for me.
It's a problem.
And
Yeah,
I got
so-
create bonfire going on. Warming them
Okay.
up.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and shortchange it and say that he manages to not freeze to death. But yeah, you
Okay.
would take damage every round. So
Okay. Yeah, I have. I think it's resistance is what I have now,
which would half the damage,
which is half damage. Yeah,
but it would
and
still.
I'd be going with the cold damage that I would be protected against.
So whatever the case, we'll say you survive, but you do not enjoy the experience
Yeah.
at all.
My teeth are chattering.
And then you reach out with the anchor, and the chaos is sucked inside of you. You feel that rending, tearing inside of this chaotic node reach out to you and touch you slightly. What? Oh, so
I'm doing the same thing as it does.
strength to charisma.
Wow. Okay. That just evened those two out.
Wait, 7?
No, it's
No.
It's a 1 and a 6.
Oh.
So
Yeah, so
Oh.
you take from the
okay.
first dice roll, and then you add that point to the second stat, which is
Oh.
it'll be
So 1 and
charisma for that.
6.
Yep, make sure you do it in modifiers so that you can undo it later.
Yeah.
Because you could conceive of, it's possible to end up with it permanently too, but you could disappear. And then the chaos node collected. The bunch of you huddling around the little fire. And as you're doing so, everything starts to fade to black. And you think to yourselves, wait a minute, we left the dinghy there and Blackjack. And then it's too late.
No flair for you.
And you find yourselves back in the chamber with the gods. Once again, completely back to normal. And Auril is once again sitting. Auril, well, she looks over and says, "So, you succeeded. How wonderful."
You're welcome.
It wasn't so bad. Thanks for the warning, but it wasn't so bad.
Was it?
I like the gold.
I'm afraid, given the circumstances, I need to inspect each of your minds to make sure that you caused no damage. No damage was caused by your visit. So,
To the timeline?
she looks over at Riken and peers at him intently. Riken, you feel a mind invade your own briefly, searching for any information you may have gleaned about the future. Did you glean any information about the future?
What?
Reagan's like, I'm supposed to know something? Oh, shit.
Oral's like, oh, how do you suffer him? She turns to Eidolon. Now you might know something, and she digs into your mind, and it quite overcomes any of your natural barriers, which is actually a little surprising to you.
Can I try to peer into her mind as she's peering into mine?
Yes, I'll give you an off chance on that. So you can make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage. And if you roll high enough, I'll give you something. Don't know what.
Can I give him guidance?
No.
Damn.
There's no time to do so.
Ooh,
All
you're actually
right.
pretty good.
All right. We'll talk about this later.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ben's like, I gotta write something. Shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, which I don't have anything, but I'll come up with something. I'll give you a bonus for it because you thought of the idea and you succeeded at the roll, so you deserve something. I just don't have it prepared, so we'll get to that later.
Yeah,
We still
that's
have
fine.
that. We still have that
Well,
other thing to do too.
Yeah. But I mean, she fascinates me, and since she's breaking down my psychic barriers, which is rare, I want to
So-
see what's up.
Now the question is, does she notice what you did?
We'll see.
So, Eidolon, do you have any knowledge that you gained about the future?
Well, I tried to gain some knowledge,
But you
but
did you?
I don't think I got. I didn't get any.
She goes, "Oh, well, you are an inquisitive one, aren't you? We might have to speak later." And then she turns to Kai and says, "How about you? The new one, right? One of the new ones. Did you learn anything?" And you feel her mind dig into yours. Did you learn anything about the future?
I learned that Blackjack was still alive in 15 years.
As you're sitting there thinking about what you might have learned about the future, she goes, "Oh, that's trivial. You can keep it. And how about you?"
Yes, I did.
"What?"
I'll just say it immediately. Like, I learned that Blackjack will lose his ship, and his second and third mates were the ones that caused a mutiny and grabbed it.
That knowledge is not meant for you yet. I'm afraid I cannot let you keep it. I must remove it."
I understand.
And you feel a tingling in your head as the information is removed from you. And all of a sudden, you don't even remember it, so there's nothing to remember. And by
So
the
he
way,
just doesn't
that
remember
con-
those
that-
You gonna
secrets.
do it anytime soon?
that
He
conversation...
remembers Blackjack, though, right?
Yeah, he remembers Blackjack, but nothing about
Oh,
the
yeah.
future.
Cool.
Nothing about the knowledge he got about Blackjack. Can't allow you to keep that knowledge. Anyways, she digs around a little more, ferreting out little pieces until she is satisfied and says, "You are a tricky one. I shall have to watch you.
What do you mean?
Now, place the staff into the receptacle."
Right. I'll go ahead and do that. Chink.
And you see the power, the chaos node power flow from the staff down into the floor again, dissipating. Good. Now, bugger off! And she vanishes.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm kind of tired. I feel a little weakened.
So what really happens? Because Ezra kind of always just says, "Don't worry about it." Every time he took a chaos node. Do you feel
know.
different?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. I just feel a little weaker. Wonder if that's how he feels.
I might have to look into this maybe with some spells later on. See if I can't help you guys out.
Maliki steps down, gets up and steps forward off of her bench, walking towards you, Olver. She walks over and kind of kneels down so she's low enough to reach you, and places one large hand on the side of your head and gazes into your eyes. And then you see a little quirky half smile as she pulls her hand away and steps back and vanishes.
I'll just be dumbfounded and... What was that?
I think she likes you.
I approach the
Well, she's one of the best.
Unicorn's back. She turns herself back to the unicorn and then begins walking past you. What was that, Kai?
I was just gonna say I approach the ice throne and look for like any levers or anything.
Okay. You look around, but it just looks like a chair basically made out of ice.
Nothing to really. There's no like discolorment or anything like that. It's just pure ice.
It just looks like pure ice, yeah.
Okay.
The unicorn approaches you, Riken, looks at you, and then nudges you with her horn to move you out of the way.
Oh, fuck.
I feel like that's one of those moments where you think she's gonna come in for a hug or something, and then she just like pushes you out of the way.
I don't know.
So you have like your arms out, ready, and then she just like move, get out of my way.
Little tinkling noise comes from her horn as she moves away, which you've come to know as laughter from her.
Yeah. I'll just grin at Riken and just keep walking. You feel it's coming?
She comes and stands in the center where you found her before and watches you all move past her.
I'll just call out until next time.
That tinkling laugh again, and then everything fades to black. And you find yourself once again at the exact moment that you left, back on the battlefield, with all your wounds reinstated.
Damn. I know. Come back.
I want to go back. I want to go back. Please.
There you go. You collected another node.
Let's see. Spell slots.
I didn't have a lot of time to come up with this, so I'm sorry if it wasn't better.
That was good.
Yeah.
I think it was good, especially for an introduction to two new characters coming in to this.
Yeah.
Two new people.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It shows them that, the monsters that you run into aren't always a fight to the death situation, too. For instance, the sirens that you ran into were just happened to be attracted to the light. And then when you showed up, you were perhaps good hunting. But obviously that changed and they fled because they're more interested in staying alive than capturing you. They did try, though. You'll notice that they didn't just try to maul you immediately. They tried to drown you.
Well, honestly, had I had a chance to cast it before they did anything, I was going to cast Detect Good and Evil and see like what alignment they were, but didn't really have any chance before they started dragging people off and stunning everyone. So,
Well, yeah, that's because they're smart. They're smart enough
Yeah.
to start singing first, which they know will
Yeah.
stun you.
well, of course they've got to use this tactic, for survival. So, it just makes sense,
I mean, that's how they catch their lunch.
right? Poor sailors. Oh no. Uh-oh.
I mean, you guys didn't catch that before.
Yeah. Couldn't warn them or anything.
All right, I'm going to end the stream and we can talk freely.